Here we are in this week's assignments module, and this is due Sunday, September 12th. This week's reading in the textbook will be Chapter 2 on Art Nouveau graphic design. The years just before and after the 20th century were a time of great experimentation which expanded the limits of all the arts, such as painting, sculpture, architecture, music, literature, dance, and even film. Uninhibited by tradition, avant-garde artists and designers experimented with form, color, and content to create a new visual vocabulary that would have a major impact on graphic design of the 20th century. Art Nouveau's flowing lines, foliate forms, and sensuous shapes are evident in the typefaces, page layouts, and posters design of the period, and was strongly influenced by Japanese prints as well as the paintings of Gauguin and Munch. The style swept through Europe, producing various incarnations in France, Austria, Great Britain, Italy, and the United States. And here we can see some of those examples of Art Nouveau graphic design, Grasset's work, and in France we have Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec, in Germany Otto Eckmann, and Marcello Dudovich in Italy. Have a look at this week's lectures. The Beggerstaffs were brothers-in-law who had been friends in art school. During their short collaboration, they developed a new technique later called collage. Their style consisted of absolutely flat planes of color and incomplete images challenging the viewer to decipher the subject. Also, have a look at the article on images of women in French posters. Women became the major subject matter for posters, which were created in France in the 1880s and 90s. And there are several dominant feminine types which can be identified in various posters. Also, have a look at the article on color and design, which is one of the most complex, powerful, and technical of all elements of design. It enhances the viewer's response and intensifies their reaction. Also, you'll be working on another bibliography and design and context assignment where you select an example of graphic design from the reading this week. You'll research your example of design by creating a bibliography, including at least one book, one journal article, and one web link. You'll work on a creative brief and use it as an outline to identify the example of graphic design, provide a brief biographical background of the graphic designer, describe the message of the piece and how it is conveyed, and describe the stylistic characteristics of your example that are similar to other design examples from this historical period. You'll also want to talk about any influences on the graphic designer, stylistic and historical. And you'll want to include historical connections which examine the work within the context of its time. And this assignment needs to be no more than 1 page long. And then you'll respond to at least 2 of your colleagues' posts. This assignment is worth 25 points, and you can submit your assignment by clicking the link here, which takes you into the discussion board, and you can post your assignment in the format you choose. This week, you'll also continue working on the conceptual phase of your museum exhibition project. This is due September 19th. Remember that you're creating a museum exhibition on a specific topic of graphic design, so you need to look through the textbook, find a topic or designer that interests you, or come up with your own topic. and you'll be writing your exhibition topic and overview about your exhibition. And you need to have a very clear vision of what the exhibition is about, so take time to research topics and subjects and have a clear proposal. These are some considerations that you need to include in your exhibition overview. And be sure to have a look at the examples of museum exhibition overviews which I provided. And these are links to various museums to show you how to write an exhibition overview. I've also included a bibliography with links to various topics covered in this week's reading. So this week, you'll continue working on the conceptual phase of your museum exhibition project. Again, this is due September 19th. You'll do your bibliography and design and context assignment based on this week's reading. You'll have a look at the lectures. And you'll be reading Chapter 2 in the textbook on Art Nouveau. So those are this week's assignments. If you have any questions, be sure to email me. Otherwise, I think you'll really enjoy learning about Art Nouveau graphic design.